Hi, Bainbridge Island. I'm Blair King, Bainbridge Island City Manager. This is your city update for the week ending January the 14th. The City Council on January the 25th will provide direction on the next steps for a future police and court facility. The city seeks to build a safe, accessible, and adequately sized facility that will serve the community's needs for the next 50 years. The current facilities do not have adequate space for witnesses and victims of crime. They lack accessibility requirements, and they're sizably a risk. The police station is likely to collapse during an earthquake because it's made of unreinforced masonry. Police Chief Joe Clark explains how a new facility will meet the needs of the community.
We want to be able to bring people into a space where they can feel comfortable, where they can expect some level of privacy when they talk about their most, the most intimate problems in their lives. That's when people come to see us mostly. And so we want to be able to give them that privacy so they feel like they're being heard.
As a part of that coming discussion, the council will review the project history. Over the years, the city has analyzed 18 potential sites for the police and court facility and has spent nearly $11 million on this project. The council will also review 3 city-owned properties and discuss the pros and cons of each site for a future police and court facility. These sites include the existing police station, the Suzuki property at the intersection of Sportsman Club and New Brooklyn Road, and the 8804 Madison Avenue building that was purchased in early 2020. Staff will present an evaluation of the Madison Avenue building purchased and the implications for the sale of the change of use in that property because it was purchased with tax-exempt bonds. For more information, it's available on the project page. We'd like to use this weekly video as another opportunity to engage with you, our residents. We've designed an Ask Kobe segment featuring your questions about any city topic. Our first question comes from a Bainbridge Islander who wants to learn more about transportation infrastructure.
My question for Kobe is what is being done behind the scenes to improve the infrastructure, the transportation infrastructure here on the island? I monitor a lot of social media and I notice there's a lot of individuals who need services that would otherwise be served for by companies like Uber and Lyft, but it seems that Uber and Lyft haven't been able to take hold here on the island because it's not a profitable model for the drivers. So people who need rides to the airport, seniors who need rides to appointments, parents with young kids who need rides to their activities don't have that type of service available, and I think there's a big need for here on the island. Thanks.
Hi Jacqueline, I'm Mark Epstein, Engineering Project Manager in Public Works. Thanks so much for your question about what the city is planning for transportation infrastructure on the island. There's a real need for the services you described. Some community members do not have access to private vehicles, and others may just need an occasional ride from the ferry terminal to a park and ride or home. I've personally experienced being stranded at the ferry terminal without a ride. Not fun. In the next few months, we'll be completing a 2-year effort to plan a sustainable transportation future for Bainbridge Island. The Sustainable Transportation Plan will recommend a package of projects to improve our pedestrian and cycling infrastructure. It will also recommend new programs and transit services to provide ride options for the people you've described. For example, one of the recommendations will be a pilot program for an intra-island circulator. The circulator would use electric vans to provide on-demand service like Uber or Lyft. The program would use an app similar to or in conjunction with the Pingo app recently launched by Kitsap Transit for BI Ride. The intra-island circulator vans could be used during the hours that BI Ride is not in service or to reduce wait times during higher demand periods. The primary goal of the Sustainable Transportation Plan is to reduce the overall number of vehicle miles traveled on the island. The package of recommendations is intended to provide Bainbridge residents, as well as those who travel to the island from Poulsbo or Seattle, with convenient options other than their cars. You can learn more at the city's website at bainbridgewa.gov/sustainable transportation. Thanks for your question.
On a related note, staff will present the draft Sustainable Transportation Plan to the City Council next month. The community will have an opportunity to comment on the proposed ideas. The police department investigating a series of car break-ins at the Grand Forest parking lot. 3 incidents were reported this past Monday, bringing the total now to 5 since early December. The cars were parked in the main parking lot at the Grand Forest on Miller Road. Thieves are smashing the windows to get inside the cars. They're stealing anything they can find of value. Officer Dominowski shares how you can protect your property.
The best way for people to protect their property is to keep anything, specifically anything of any value, out of plain sight in their vehicle. Anything such as purses, wallets, credit cards, keys, garage door openers. It's important to keep them tucked away in a locked compartment and simply out of plain sight. Even best, remove it from your car completely.
Police say you should always lock your car even when it's parked in your driveway and never leave a spare or valet key in your vehicle. Are you looking for a volunteer opportunity? We're now accepting applications for the city's Race Equity Advisory Committee. It's also known as REAC. The committee advises the council on how to help Bainbridge Island be an open and welcoming community for all. The committee meets at 6 p.m. on the first and third Thursdays of the month. Applications are due by 4 p.m. Tuesday, February the 1st. Applicants selected for interviews must be available in February. The terms begin immediately following city council appointment. For more information on REAC and to complete the online application, please visit the city's website. The City and its Race Equity Advisory Committee will honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day Monday, January the 17th, with a special screening of the movie Selma. The historic film chronicles Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s campaign to secure equal voting rights with a march from Selma to Montgomery in 1965. The movie will be shown at the Bainbridge cinemas. The screening starts at noon, 12, and is free to the public, so please come. Proof of vaccination is required and theater seating will be socially distanced. Please be aware that the city offices are closed on Martin Luther King Day in observance of the holiday. For more information on these topics and all the city's news, please check out the city manager's report online at bainbridgewa.gov.